Next, we're going to go on to the Edison Invite, which is at our sectional course. And I played pretty good. Shot 81. The only other time I played that, I shot, 97 in LAJJ this year. Played absolutely terrible.
Oh, yeah. So,
yeah.
Yeah, I went to watch him.
We went to watch to look at the sectional course because just in case he actually played sectionals this year with us.
I don't know if I want to say he played bad or the course was hard.
No, I definitely played bad. The course isn't that hard.
Some holes can be hard.
Yeah, some are tough.
If you're stupid, you gotta be smart.
Yeah, I took an 8 on par 5 12th, which is it's a terrifying hole. It's so narrow. You have maybe about 20 yards to work with, fairway all the way down, and you got like hazard left, pond right.
Even if you hit, I want to say a little bit draw, maybe decent amount of draw, you better be praying, cross your fingers.
I mean, at least it's a hazard, not out of bounds, so you can drop there. But it's ridiculous. It's extremely tough hole. And then the next hole after that, the par 3, I dunked it in the water and ended up taking a 6 there. So I mean, if I would, let's say I bogey 12 and ended up parring 13, I would have shot a 77, which I don't even know.
He got in the 70s plenty of times, but he had plenty of rounds where he usually could have shot in the 70s, where he shot in the 80s. I remember twice at Sawmill, sectionals and as an invite, and one other time, I think it was one of the LAJJ tournaments. It was at Thunderbird.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, he needed like bogey for a 77, 78. He took like a quad or a triple.
Oh well.
Shot like an 81.
Next is sectionals, which was played at the same course like 3 days later, and I was pretty pumped off the first tee. I kind of hit like a low hook with my driver. Were you watching?
I don't even know.
I don't know if he was watching or not. But I hit like a low hook. Had like 140-ish to the pin. Hit a freaking perfect shot, like dead at the pin the entire way, and I stuff it to like 2 feet. It goes right over top of the flag. The divot was actually like almost in the hole. It was ridiculous, and I was jacked.
Me and his dad. I always walked with his dad. You know, he played good that day, but we thought it was gonna be really good. But he had a good birdie look. We were thinking to ourselves, he was at least gonna 2-putt. But turns out he 3-putted.
Yeah, I ended up. It was downhill. It's one of those putts where these greens had a ton of slope. It's one of those putts where you either make it or you blow it like 10 feet by. And I thought I hit it with good speed. The line was a little off, and it just raced all the way down. And what can you do? But anyway, I was still jacked after that shot. I gave a little fist pump. I think if I remember right, I was I don't know, adrenaline was pumping. Then the best up and down of the year came on 7. If I could describe the hole to you, it doesn't do it justice until you see it in person. And it's uphill, par 3, like 175-ish. There's a fence in front of the green. You stop in front of the fence. It's a hazard, but there's no like water there. If you can find your ball, you can still hit it, obviously. But I gave it an extra club just to be sure, because it is uphill, and I forget what club I hit, but I freaking peered it and went over the green, and the whole green slopes back to front, and I had a flop. I remember thinking in my head, I have to land it in this one tiny spot that was probably about this big at most, on the top of this little ridge. And if you blade it, it's gone. It's in the hazard. And if you chunk it, you got the same shot all over again. So I was lucky enough that I hit this shot absolutely perfect, landed exactly where I wanted it to, and it released like 30 feet down to the hole, breaking right to left, and ended up with this far for a tap-in par on probably the hardest par 3 that's there. And it was just, it was ridiculous. That save was crazy. Then A couple holes later, hole 11, I had a shot where there's a branch.
Let's just say he thought he could take it over the trees.
No.
He kind of chunked it.
Well, yeah, I went right off my drive into the next fairway. Thought I could go take it over the trees. Chunked it. So I'm in front of this tree. There's a branch probably about 3 feet off the ground. I'm like, either I could go under it and race it up or chase it up to the green, or I could go over it and hopefully it checks and stays on the green. Well, what do? I hit the branch. Instead of going over or under, I just absolutely smoke it and it goes flying behind me. And or no, it didn't go flying behind me. It dropped straight down. And I punched out and then chipped on. And I don't even know what I took in. 7, 8, something like that. It was bad, but you know, I didn't make that mistake again. I ended up shooting 80 at sectionals, so nothing bad. Then in districts, I don't even know how to explain this. Let's just say it was bad. Probably the worst round of the year, easily. Score-wise, it tied for the worst round of the year, but it definitely felt like the worst round of the year. What did I take? Like 7 on 1.
You should have seen the first 4 holes.
First 4 holes were, I think I was 13 over after the first 4. I went triple. I don't even know, triple, quad, triple, or something like that. If that ends up.
He finally had a par look on about the 5th hole, 6th hole was a par 3. It was about me to the camera and he 3-putted. And for how nice the course is, speed is not something you should always be thinking about. It's slope. There was actually no slope.
The course wasn't even playing tough.
It's a league style course.
It was my fault that day. And
our practice round before it, he hit like every bunker.
I mean, I played this course in the LAJJ before, and it really wasn't that difficult. I shot like an 80, 82, 83. So I was fairly confident going in, but that week was probably the worst week of golf of the year, no doubt. Probably got to hurry up here because we're starting to get kind of long. We ended up making it to state, though, winning districts. You guys can't see any of this, but I got the district champion medal up there. So we got to play the Ohio State Scarlet course. Ridiculously long, 7,100 yards from where we played at. Shortest par 4 was 378. There was a par 4 that was like 300 or 460. It was it? I got the scorecard right up here.
It was 471.
456.
No, I was way off.
456 was how long it was. It's ridiculous. But I ended up shooting 84 on the first day. We were in 5th place. I actually duck hooked it off the first tee in front of everyone the first day. But I actually wasn't even nervous, it was kind of weird. On the second day, hit probably the best drive I'd ever had at that course through 36 holes that we already played, including our practice round. And absolutely perfect. Middle of the fairway. It started way right of the fairway and just perfect little draw right back in the middle. When it just kept rolling and left. And I couldn't even see the green. And I think I ended up short from there. Chipped on. I chipped on to about 3 feet and 3-putted from 3 feet. It was, I think that ended up being a 6. Yeah, 6.
And the hole after, he probably had the best second shot I've ever seen.
Perfect drive. Hit he says it's probably the best he's ever seen, but I really didn't like it. I thinned it. And I'm just lucky that it checked up about 3 feet, and I ended up birding it. And like I said, I didn't like the shot. As soon as I hit it, I was upset. And I'm just lucky that it checked up where it did. So I mean, I was only like 1 over through those first 3 or 4 holes there. Thought I would be doing good. And then 15 came along, and if you don't know Scarlet, it's kind of like it's actually in the middle of the town. And it's kind of crazy. You got roads on every side of the course. And this one hole's a dogleg left, about 45 degrees, bunker left. If you go too far right and through the fairway, you got like the woods, but I didn't really think about that. I started right side of the fairway, drew it back right in front of the bunker. Thought it would be a good shot. It was kind of be a shorter shot, and still had a 5-iron in, and as soon as I hit it, I knew it was bad, and I just screamed at the ball to get down, and it just kept hooking left and left and left and left, and it went out of bounds left. So I hit again, and absolutely destroyed the second shot, and thought it was on the green for sure, and ended up in a bunker up there. And long story short, I ended up taking a 9, and then I just kind of collapsed from there. I kind of lost all the momentum I had going for me. But out of that bad day, I ended up making par on 9, which was my final hole of my high school career, which is kind of crazy to think about that it's over already. But made a par last hole, so there's nothing I can really say about that. I'm happy with that. The long hole. So, yeah, that's basically it. Those are our only memories that we can remember from this year. There's probably a ton more that we're forgetting.
Yeah, there's gonna be memories this year. All of us are gonna be getting better. I'm gonna be completely different this year. I'm gonna change my swing. It's gonna look better.
Same.
Got new equipment. A lot of new equipment. I'm looking at a new 3-wood driver. I've never had my own 3-wood actually.
You've seen my new equipment already.
Hybrids. I got a golf bag. It's gonna be a fun year. Still gotta get my membership, but it's gonna be a fun year.
So I'm sorry if this video ran long. If you're still watching right now, you are awesome, because this is probably gonna be about a 20-minute video. I haven't even seen it yet, but yeah. So if you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe, and see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. How long is this? 23 minutes.